As you've seen, in one of my previous vlogs I had the opportunity to put Jeff Sutherland and Henk de Velde in one place to start a discussion. Well, and there was one more thing in the interview that really intrigued me. And it was how they are dealing with plans. I'd like to show that to you. So sit back and enjoy their conversation.
The first plan you make before you leave. And then, that works for a day. I mean, you still have a goal, you still have the plan, but from the day you leave, things can change. But what I tell many times to the people, look, this is the plan. That's on paper, I tell them. That's on paper. That's only a plan. And from the day you leave tomorrow on your boat, because all people want to go around the world, you still need that plan because you have to have something to get back to. But it is changing and you have to change your way of sailing, your way of thinking, as long as you keep the goal ahead of you.
So how far do you look ahead?
With weather, 3 days. Especially the weather, 3 days. But of course you have a plan of the whole year. The plan, this last 4 years, that's almost exactly the route, I was drawing. I went everywhere I wanted to go. The voyage I planned in the beginning. But how to get there, and in circumstances to get there, or what happens on the way, you cannot plan. An ocean crossing, weather, you can plan 3 days ahead. But that's another thing.
Well, yeah, of course, in software development, we try to plan. We can't plan any more than a month ahead, and it's getting shorter and shorter. My team and my business now, we plan a week ahead.
Only.
We do have goals, quarterly objectives, and some yearly objectives. But as you said, it's just like we're taught in the military. You do a lot of planning, but once the first shot is fired, the plan is shattered, and then you have to recover.
Yes.
And as you say, you need to know where you're trying to get to,
Yeah.
and figure out a way to get
also
there.
Also, you with the seasons.
Yeah.
But I had twice, I hit a big lock, in the British Columbia, and the whole prop shaft was broken. It's all unexpected. Then you're sailing there in, dangerous waters, with only a sail, a couple of hundred miles away from other people. Try to get that boat first on a safe place, then call Coast Guard, and tell Coast Guard, no emergency, because I got her on the safe place. On that moment, no emergency, but I need some help. Sometimes, you need other people too.
Yeah.
But you cannot plan that. You hope this does not happen. But things happen. But, after this 50,000 miles, I must say, I had a great trip. I went to places where no one goes. 30,000 people went to Antarctica last year. Cruise ships and so on. Only one has been on Attu, and that's the farthest more from the Aleutian Islands, nearest to Russia. That's me. No, that's the little things I'm proud of.
Yeah.
I was on Attu, things like that. But I to other people I tell them, no, don't follow in my path. Don't follow my path. Go your own way. If you don't want to go to the Aleutians, or the Antarctica or Patagonia, take the tropical way. You will, and even the tropical way is not, you will meet your encounters. You get your encounters.
Did you notice how Jeff and Henk deal with plans? Jeff said, software teams only plan a month ahead. Hyper-productive teams plan a week ahead. Or Henk saying, well, according to the weather, you only plan 3 days ahead. So, do you need a plan? And you listen to them, I would say, well, why do you need a plan after all? And that's also what I see happening with software teams. When they start to use Scrum. They come from an environment where they plan everything, and then they come into Scrum and they only plan one sprint ahead. And of course that doesn't work, because you have no idea where you get to. Like Henk says, when he makes a world trip, he makes a plan where you want to go. But if you listen really carefully, and I noticed that when they talk about the plan, they're more talking about the goal. They're talking about the intermediate steps. So they're more talking about the what, and not about the how, because the how will change. And as Henk says, you need something to get back to on your trip. Or I thought you do need something to deviate from when things happen. But the most inspiring thing I think was said by Henk. When he said, it's only a plan. It's only a plan. It's not a rule. It's not a cookbook. It's only a plan. It's good that you have it, but you will change. You will deviate from it. And when I listened to him, he shook me up again, because I knew that already. It's the 4th line of the Agile Manifesto. Responding to change over following a plan.
This video blog is sponsored by Awareness.